Hey, Whippersnappers, it's Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown, Little Cup Battles. Today we are using the same team we used last episode, but with minor differences. Most notably, as you guys can see here, I did go ahead and I switched out Marini for Fumzy. Clomping, being able to neutralize those physical attackers, you can't beat Fumzy for that. So I gave Marini a shot, and she kind of was in that same sort of role, but she just wasn't able to operate as well as Fumzy did. So Fumzy's back, so we got Boots and Fumzy here. The gang's all kind of back together. Lulu switching in on the Salandit, taking that Sludge Wave. Her defense is going up, and then she's going to throw up, after taking a Fire Blast, of course, she's going to throw up an Earthquake here. Yep. There she goes, finishing off the Salandit. Lulu's hurt by the burn. Scraggy then switching in. Gonna finish off Lulu. I figured we might as well just let her do that as opposed to switching somebody in on the Scraggy. Keko then gonna switch in, our island Apom. Throw up the critical fake out on the Mudbray there, boosting the defenses. I think, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and throw up the knockoff, get rid of whatever Mudbray's carrying. The Eviolite there, obviously. Mudbray carrying Rest, which is going to make it very difficult for any physical attacker to be able to get any kind of leverage to get through there. So we switch into Wale, and Wale is going to throw up the Leaf Storm here. Magnemite switching in and going to be taking that. It's resisted, but still does pretty decent damage, and with the 2-time special attack boost, I actually decided to leave Wale in. They threw up the Endure, but Wale being able to just pump up some things here. The Flash Cannon going to land hard, and we have a Recycling Sturdy Berry Juice Magnemite here, which makes it a bit difficult for us to make a whole lot of headway with this thing despite all of our healing. So I think, yeah, we synthesize, and then we're going to switch on out, bringing in Pele. Now Pele is going to throw up the Flamethrower, take it down to Sturry. Pele is Choice Scarfed, so even if the burn hadn't landed here, would have been able to come back and finish off Magnemite in the next turn. But Pele dies, Magnemite switches out with a sliver of health, Anorith coming in, Keko switches in and uses the fake out there, gets the knockoff going, getting rid of the Eviolite on the Anorith. Anorith throws up those Stealth Rocks, Keko going to throw up the Brick Break and finish off the Anorith. At that point, Mindfu comes in, Keko's going to switch out, Fumzy switches back in, as is Fumzy's job, takes a hard high jump kick, and unfortunately Mindfu lands both of those and is going to be able to take Fumzy out here. At which point Melly switches in. Melly's going to take that high jump kick and kind of laugh at it a bit, throws up the Moonblast, and finishes off Mindfu in one hit. At which point Mudbray switches in. I do have Energy Ball on Melly, so I leave Melly in for that. Throw up the Energy Ball, do pretty decent damage to the Mudbray. Mudbray's going to get the Earthquake off, though, and finish off Melly, our Cutiefly. At which point Wale is going to switch in. Wale is going to throw up the Leaf Storm up against Mudbray. We get lucky, and they mispredicted when they were going to wake up, threw up the Sleep Talk, and did nothing that turn. Magnemite then switches in, throws up that Flash Cannon. We get the Leaf Storm going again. Magnemite going to go down. And then they're down to their Scraggy. And Scraggy's going to use that Drain Punch, which is going to finish off Wale. But we do still have Keko in the wings, and Boots is usually pretty good at this kind of stuff. So Keko switches in then, throws up the Fake Out. Doesn't do a ton, but we're going to go ahead and throw up the Fury Swipes here, which lands, and we are able to finish off that Scraggy in 3 hits, claiming the first battle for today. So pretty happy with the synergy of the team. Still not perfect. Making some tweaks. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. Pretty happy. Let's see how they do in battle number 2. Alrighty guys, battle number 2 up against Snowy 223. Leading off with Poochyena. Keko gonna get the fake out going. Eating a Citrus Berry there, the Poochyena is, and gonna throw up the Sucker Punch, doing some damage to Keko before Keko finishes it off with a Brick Break there. Poochyena go down. Keko is going to throw up the Brick Break then on the Meowth, the Alolan Meowth there, which I guess is both super effective either way, whether it's an Alolan or regular Meowth. But then Keko switches out, brings in Melly. Melly's going to take the Leaf Storm there. Snappy is going to get the boosted attack, and we're going to land the Bug Buzz, finishing off the Snivy in one move. At which point Charmy then switches in. I threw up the Moonblast? I think I was just deciding that I didn't want to switch somebody in on the Charmanders. I was like, well, do some damage and then you can come out. Because we didn't really need Melly for the remaining 3 Pokemon. At which point Lulu switches in, finishing off the Charmander with an Earthquake. Floral then comes in, throw the Body Slam up and get the Paralysis. I'm thinking I might try switching in. I've heard recommendations to try a Rock move on Lulu, or on Mudbrays, which I may consider doing, but I kind of like the chance for Paralysis there, so I've retained it. Stuffy then comes in and throws up the Brick Break, throwing up the Earthquake here, doing really good damage to the Stuffy. And then they're going to throw up the Superpower, which does not finish off Lulu, boosts our defenses, and is going to throw up a Body Slam again, getting the paralysis once again. So we've been getting decent chances with that that Body Slam, so I figured why not, we'll keep doing it. Willay then switches in on the paralyzed stuff. You're going to throw up this Leaf Storm here and clean up there just to save Lulu the headache of having to try and do it. So anyway, guys, there we go. I'm pretty happy with the team so far. There's only a couple of tweaks I might potentially make. I'm pretty interested in potentially trying out Salandin on a team now that I've caught one and I've been using one in-game. And so I might make a new team around that. I might just switch out well, I guess in-game my Salandin's called Pele. I've named our little Leo Pele on this team too. It's the only fire Hawaiian name I could come up with. So I might try switching that out. I wouldn't want that hurts us a little bit in coverage and type weaknesses and things like that, having two poison types. But it might be interesting to try another new Pokemon on the team. So I might try fitting it in here. We might try making another team for the next go around. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. If you have any suggestions on new Pokemon, new little cut Pokemon you think we should try building a team around, feel free to let me know. And anyway, guys, I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Alrighty, guys, have a good one.